In the meantime, speaking of things that no one remembers, Doom 4.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Was a thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then it was
wasn't.
canceled, and then
it
it's
was
like
again.
a thing that's maybe happening.
Yeah.
So word around the campfire. Actually, they sort of publicly came out and acknowledged that Doom 4 was not living up to internal expectations, so they scrapped it and started over.
Yep.
And so, Mitch, what happened today? All of a sudden, it just magically roared back to life.
Yeah, so Bethesda announced the release date for Wolfenstein, which, moving on to the most important news, there's going to be
It's May, right?
Yeah, whatever.
That's a long time from now.
Yeah, and it's also straight up a year later than the original intended date, or
Well,
like 10 months or
But
something.
now they
a
could
while.
make a springtime for Hitler joke.
You're right. You're right, they can. So along with
So
that...
that was a Hitler joke, too.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Alongside the release date announcement, they revealed the box art, and on the box was
I like the box art, by the way.
giant... It's cool. It looks a lot like the cover for anything Killzone or Jinro, which Killzone basically plagiarized.
Yeah.
But it has a big red badge that says, pre-order to get access to the Doom beta.
And then we're all like, what?
Yeah. What is this? Tell me more. And
Yeah.
Bethesda won't at all,
Yeah.
except to say this is the next Doom game from id Software.
So the curious part here is that it's been renamed from Doom 4 to Doom, which immediately made my Doom-loving brain explode because if you haven't had a chance, we've been doing these staff favorite games of all time lists. Mine went up last week.
You're kind of a Doom fan.
Doom is my number one game.
Yeah, a little bit.
And number 7. And number 33.
No, there's only one. Well, Doom 2 was worth it too, but it didn't crack my list. In any case, so if Doom 4 is now Doom, does that mean that it's going to be sort of a reboot, retelling the same story again? Because that's what Doom 3 did. So if that's the case, that means we'll have told this in 4 games in the series. We'll have told the same story three times.
Yeah.
A portal to hell is of demons.
Yeah.
Kill them. You did it.
Doom.
I know that's what the voice is like.
You're welcome.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I also think that it's a terrifyingly bad idea because it just automatically invites comparisons to the original game. If you give it the same name, if you hang a 4 on it, it's like, okay, well, let's see how it, it's in the Doom. But by making it Doom, you are straight up inviting comparisons to the original game, which will not end well.
I feel like
there's
is
not a chance it ends well.
I would bet money that, or a lunch, or whatever bets we do around here, that this is a placeholder subtitle, or a placeholder game,
think so?
and it will have a subtitle.
So like Doom, the next generation.
Exactly, something to that effect. I don't think
No,
it'll be just
it
Doom.
won't be
Number 1, laying a course for Mars. Engage.
Doom college years.
Doom, the new class. Still starring the principal guy.
And Screech.
That guy, his Twitter handle is like Mr. Belding.
Oh,
Like
Jesus.
he totally
Really? Yeah.
owns it. Because that's
Yep.
he
Good
probably
for him.
That was
he
in his
still gets-
contract.
Well, he still gets checks. I mean, the show's still syndicated.
Good for him.
We don't know his name
He's
at
like,
all.
I will
Sorry,
never
Mr.
work
Belding.
again. I will never work again, but I get the rights to Mr. Belding. Worked out for him.
But yeah, Doom, I don't know.
They should make one of the O's a 4 or something like that.
That's not how O's work, Dustin.
They did it with Thief, CHI3F, and then they fixed that.
Do you think that they'll that in Doom you'll drive an Akira car?
I hope so.
No, wait, guys, to differentiate, we can call this one Doom.
I don't get these jokes at all.
Podcast Unlocked inside jokes.
You're out of the room.
Recent
Oh, man.
episodes.
Yeah. I hope there is no story and that it doesn't take itself too seriously and that it doesn't actually exist.
Well, the question is, so
Maybe it's like I almost wonder if it'll be like a free-to-play multiplayer thing.
well, that was my next question
God.
is, if it includes a beta, not a demo, a beta,
That means it's going
what
to
does
Multiplayer
that
is a
mean?
big deal for this game.
Does that mean we're looking at a multiplayer beta for this game?
Does Wolfenstein have multiplayer?
No.
Wolfenstein does not.
They specifically have said multiple times that like this
You know
is
how
a
many-
campaign game.
Yeah.
We have mentioned Wolfenstein like twice. Like none of us seem to really care about
You know
that.
why?
The
'Cause
big
that
news
game's
is
really
Doom 4.
boring.
Well, I played
it looks dull.
I played it at
agree.
E3 last
Yeah.
year, and to be fair, that was now a long time ago. They've been doing a lot more work, but what I played then wasn't bad, but it was wholly uninteresting.
It was
And
like,
it was real hard.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys played the same
yes,
demo,
it was
but
tough.
I died.
No.
It
At
was
QuakeCon,
tough.
it was really tough, but it was also just like walk forward, shoot Nazis.
But
trying
To
to
be
get a shot
fair,
first.
Marty, you were shooting all the asset not available things
Yes,
and not
that's
fighting people.
if it's a Doom multiplayer beta, I really want it to be a 4-player game with peer-to-peer networking. Like, let's go as old school, straight up.
Only LAN.
Well, no, it could be over the internet and still be peer-to-peer,
Yeah.
where there's just no server. It's just everybody is, bouncing off each other so that it keeps the playing field as even as possible.
I feel like Doom needs to let go of its past, and the same way that Wolfenstein does too. Otherwise, it's going to be super dull.
But is that...
But that's all Doom has.
But that's exactly
Exactly,
right.
and it needs to distance itself. It needs to do what Doom did and reinvent the genre.
Huh?
Oh, what the original Doom
Yes.
did.
Oh.
Like, a new Doom game has to be interesting in the same way that the original Doom was. Or it's because it has such an important legacy that if it is anything other than exceptionally new, it's going to be like, oh, it's just a shooter.
Mm-hmm. So here's the talking point for that, though, is with John Carmack now being gone and everyone else of significant tenure at id Software mostly being gone as well.
Todd's still there, right?
No, he quit a while ago.
Who's there still?
Nobody. I think Tim Willits.
Tim Willits is still in charge.
So it would be Tim Willits is the main guy, but is fresh blood a good thing for Doom 4 as far as being able to do, as you say, Mitch, of pushing it forward and reinventing it, or is that a bad thing that these guys don't know Doom? This is going to end badly.
It depends on the mandate, because if the mandate from on high is, yo, make a Doom game, and the new blood is just saying, okay, fine, we're going to make a first-person shooter where you run around and shoot guys in the face, that's all they're going to be able to do.
But if they are kind of giving carte blanche to like, hey, do something
Why don't you do something cool with this?
No.
Then, totally might be to its advantage.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just, Doom it's been a really bumpy ride for that game so far. It's been not canceled, it's been scrapped, it's been started over.
Possibly multiple times.
Everybody's, that worked on it, it's gone and is...
What did you think of 3?
Oh, 3 was great at the time. I mean, it didn't stand alongside 1 and 2, but it was a very, very good game. I mean, there were great elements to it. It was too guilty. Its main offense, I would say, was that it was a monster closet game, but not in the same way the original was.
Yeah.
It was very predictable. You'd go into a dark area, and then I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to turn around, and there's going to be a monster there.
Yeah.
And then turn it up. Hey, imp, what's going on, bro? I'm going to shoot you in the face now. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was a little predictable in that regard, but it actually was a very long, pretty well-paced game that did a lot right. There were some nice nods to the original game, so it was a very, very good game. And actually, the original Xbox port from PC, which was done by Vicarious Visions, who went on to do like Guitar Hero for Nintendo DS and some other. I think they're on Skylander stuff now, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But they actually added a full co-op mode to the Xbox version specifically, which turned out really good.
Yeah.
So, cautious optimism is the order of the day for a new Doom game.
Yeah, I just want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know anything other than a title.
But
And
as a
even then, flimsy.
diehard fan of the original, and I know that I represent a very small percentage of the potential people that would buy a 4th Doom game, but if it's renamed Doom, that actually just like that puts me in an unhappy place. Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it'll be bad, and it is just a name, right? But what that name and what that renaming implies is like, ooh, no, I don't see this going well for you guys. Prove me wrong, id.
There you go.